The Hurst-Euless-Bedford Independent School District is on an intentional journey to excellence, seeking to open the door to the future for all students. Our more than 2,200 employees are committed to the organization's mission. The mission of the Hurst-Euless-Bedford Independent School District is to continue its proud tradition of excellence as a diverse, high-performing organization committed to ensuring each student is empowered today to excel tomorrow. Everyone in the organization must be able to answer how he or she opens the door to each child's future. HEB ISD is a diverse school district serving almost 22,000 students from around the world. The district's strategic plan, dubbed Hurst-Euless-Bedford ISD, a proud tradition of excellence, defines the work of the organization by translating stakeholder expectations into specific goals with defined measures of success. Everyone's work in the district is aligned to the strategic plan, and goals are translated into action using key strategies.
In June of 2014, the HEB School Board approved the district's 5 overarching goals, which are: number 1, student achievement; number 2, effective and efficient operations for all components; number 3, quality teaching, administrative and support staff; number 4, safe, healthy, and nurturing schools; and number 5, enduring relationships with all stakeholders.
Goal number 1 is about student achievement. The goal states the district will demonstrate sustained growth in student achievement by ensuring learning for all students through high standards, integrated technology, and a district-wide aligned curriculum and instructional delivery system. If I had to put this in my own words, Goal 1 is about all the adults. That's you. Helping kids like me get better at what we are doing by using the great resources in the district. And I would like to personally thank you in advance for this.
Goal number 2 says that the district will align its resources with its mission and establish operational processes that systematically improve individual components. This will improve the district. So basically this means everything we do will be measurable and, if necessary, repeatable. It's all about getting better at what we do.
Goal 3 is about quality teaching, administrative, and support staff. The district will recruit, employ, and retain quality people to attain excellence in student performance. Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. The district is going to find the best people to hire and do whatever it takes to keep them so I can reach my potential.
Goal number 4 is about safe, healthy, and nurturing schools. Our district will provide and maintain safe, healthy, and nurturing environments, conducive to learning, which will enable us students to think critically and act responsibly. Oh, I get it now. This is probably why we can't run in the halls.
The 5th and final goal is about enduring relationships with stakeholders. The district will build and maintain positive relationships with stakeholders to create common interests and support of the district's mission. Stakeholders are kids like me, parents, and the community. Basically, anybody who benefits from your work. Positive relationships. I like it.
Well, the first question that we're going to start out with this morning is, I'd like to know what you like most about this school.
I like the teachers because they help you achieve your goals that you wanted to do in the year.
I like PE and writing classes. Writing is because you go from progress from when I got at the beginning of the year, I was making low grades, and towards the end of the school year, I started making better grades.
What do you think helps you to make those better grades?
The teachers never giving up on us.
Teacher never giving up on you. Great.
My favorite part about this school is the teachers because they help you so much, from one-on-one instruction to completely changing their lesson plan to help you if you don't understand a subject.
Lunch and recess.
Lunch and recess. All right.
It gives me a break from schoolwork.
Especially chicken nuggets. Wednesdays have to be the best.
I want to know, how do you know when you're successful?
I feel successful when I have achieved the goals that I made for myself.
I feel successful after when I know I have a weak point in one of the subjects and I work on that weak point to make it a stronger point.
When I achieve my goals from the beginning of the year to the end of the year and just get higher throughout the year.
How do you know when you've achieved your goals?
From your data folder.
Excellent. So guys, what do you think is the most important work that's done at this school?
Recruiting teachers. That has to be the best part. That must be the most important part, the recruiting teachers.
Talk to me about that. Why is recruiting teachers the most
Because
important part?
The teachers have to be good and actually teach us good. Like they can't be too serious or they can't be too silly. They have to be kind of in the middle and teach us.
Because without those teachers, we wouldn't be able to be successful because they are constantly helping us and encouraging us to do our best.
I think it's the PTA helpers because they help everybody throughout the school year and like the student parents.
So what do you think makes a good teacher?
A good teacher is someone that knows when to be serious and when to be funny and knows how to help the students out and how to make them have progress and help them out on each subject that they need help with.
A good teacher to me is someone who's always there for you, never gives up on you, and even when things are hard, she will always be there guiding you and encouraging you to be the best that you can.
I think a good teacher is when a teacher realizes that if a student is struggling, they will help that student until they get better at the subject.
Well, I'm going to give you a couple of words now. The next two questions really are about you helping me define a couple of words and tell me what these words mean to you. So the first word I have for you is the word strategic. What does the word strategic mean to you guys?
Using strategy, just like the Seahawks did in the NFL.
Give me an example of their strategy.
Like when, like they use lots of strategies just to get it to. They might have like lost a few yards, but then they gained them and won the NFL. The
strategy they use to gain that yardage.
Yeah.
I think it's when you set a goal in your data folder and then you achieve it.
I think it's a plan that everyone has and they work towards it to be successful.
Every time I think of the word strategic and strategy, it makes me think of Greek mythology, the goddess Athena. She is the goddess of wisdom and battle strategies, so she has to come up with a plan.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, the next word I want you to think about and to define for me is the word aligned. What does it mean to be aligned?
I think that aligned means to come together and help each other out.
Give me an example.
When in one of the world wars, they had the aligned forces, and it was different countries helping each other.
To now, when you straighten it out, like if you have a problem, you fix it and straighten it out.
I think it's when you come in as a group and they all help each other with everything that they're not so good at and what they're good at.
Can you give me an example of when you've come together as a group?
Like in reading class, if we don't know something, we'll go in a group of other people who don't know that, and then we'll all try to figure out what it is.
You come in the group to try to learn something, and the whole group figures out, like in vocabulary, they have a word. You have to try to figure out what the word is by describing it in different ways.
Great. So guys, I want to know, why do you think data is important?
I think it's important to help you work towards a higher grade, because if you know that you get a certain grade, you can try and top that off.
Track what you're doing through the whole year and seeing if you're improving or if you're not doing so well.
I think it's important because it shows your strengths, it shows your weaknesses, it shows what subject you need to work on, and if you know what subject you need to work on, then you can truly be more successful.
What do you think it means to continuously improve?
I think it means when you go from a lower grade and keep on working towards something that you feel good about, and it's continuously improving from going to say a 90 to 100.
When you never give up on something and you keep having progress, like it's like a grade that you have, well, that subject that you're in, and you never give up and you keep trying harder and harder to make a good grade.
I think it's when you have like a not so good grade that you don't like and you just keep working harder and harder to improve on it.
Slowly improving.
Slowly improving.
To me, continuous improvement is going from not understanding that subject to just slowly improving to where you understand it a little bit more until you understand it completely.
How important is it for others at the school to believe in you?
Very, because you could do lots of stuff, and then if like people keep on pushing you down, saying you can't do that because it's too much work for you, you'll think of yourself and you'll stop believing. But when other people think of believing in you, you just keep on working on that same thing.
When I say the phrase, "Don't stop believing," what do you think that means?
Don't stop believing.